it true that inside every fig you eat is a dead wasp? So the answer...
No. These are native Australian figs. I've got two species in here, Moreton Bay figs and Port Jackson figs. I don't know the difference between them, but you can see them. That's a native fig. A cockatoo's had a nibble of that one. It's kind of early in the season, so they're all sort of green still at the moment, but they redden up and you can kind of get an idea of what they look like. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a Moreton Bay fig, and the thing about that is that there is also a Moreton Bay fig wasp. Without the fig, the wasp can't survive. Without the wasp, the fig can't survive. Now, while the fig fruit is still developing and has a tiny little hole at the end, the female fig wasps are able to find these figs and cram themselves into that hole. It is so small that they rip their wings off in the process though, and they never come out. But she's so determined to get inside because the inside of a developing fig is actually packed full of flowers that later turn into what we recognize as the fruit. It's a perfect place for a wasp to lay her eggs. And as she does so, running around dumping eggs everywhere, she also pollinates the flowers, which triggers them to turn into seeds. But at that point, her job is done. So she dies right there inside that fruit that she's just filled with her eggs and gets fully digested by the enzymes of the fruit. A few weeks later, the males hatch. By this point, the fig may have been visited by several mother wasps, so there may be males from multiple mothers there. They hatch out and they mate with the unhatched female eggs. Once they've done that, they spend the rest of their energy chewing a path out of the fig and then also die. So the males will never leave the fig that they're born in. Eventually the females then hatch, already fertilized and already with a path out of the fig. At this point the fig is so developed that they're covered in pollen as well. They fly out, find another fig and repeat the process all over again. And this is happening all over the world. There's about 900 species of figs worldwide and about 900 species of fig wasps worldwide. There's one wasp per species of fig tree. But that still doesn't mean there are dead wasps inside the figs that you're eating. We, humans, like always, have gamed the system. We've propagated fig trees that can self-pollinate. You may find someone who's selling native or organic figs that have wasps inside of them, but in the most part, in your supermarket, there is no wasp inside the figs you buy.